Once you'd finished schooling and moved on to find employment, how did being straight affect that?
It was difficult for me to find employment at the start because I'd left school early because of being bullied for being heterosexual. And that meant that I hadn't got the exams, the qualifications that I needed to go into the jobs that I wanted to. So I really kind of had to settle for jobs that would just pay the rent to get me out of home because my parents didn't approve of me being heterosexual. So I kind of took the first jobs that came along, but that said, I had a tremendous amount of anxiety about filling out the application forms because I don't know about now, but back then they would ask sometimes about your sexual orientation on the forms, or an interview they would ask you if you were married or in a relationship. Now at that point I was in a relationship. In fact, I was in a relationship for 12 years with a woman, but because I knew that the reaction to being heterosexual might be negative, I concealed that, and that A, didn't make me feel very good about myself, B, it also made me feel shameful that I was denying my partner. When I did get jobs, I had a few jobs before I then went off and trained as an education professional, and in those jobs I would try and conceal the fact that I was straight. And when I was asked about what I did at the weekend, or what I'd done at Christmas or on holiday, my kind of instinct was that I should change the pronoun of my partner. So rather than talking about her, I would change it to he, so it fitted in. Or I would just lie about the fact that I'd got a partner at all. And of course that just made me feel worse. It kind of added to the shame that I felt from being at school, growing up straight and being bullied for it. And it also meant that I was kind of using energy up, if you like, I suppose, emotional energy, lying, and kind of having to think on my feet, you know, and basically every day in some way, however small it was, I would have to lie or conceal about my true identity, about who I really was. And no one else was having to do that. They were all open about being lesbian or gay, or bisexual or transgender, but for me as a heterosexual man, I was lying and concealing every day, and over months and years that really starts to take a toll, and that just adds to that kind of pile of shame that you've already got within yourself.